Thank you. So, yeah, hello everyone. My name is Giuseppe Vega. I am a second year PhD at Loughborough University. Today I'm gonna present this work um, titled Beyond Traffic Performance, Artificial Intelligence Applications for Transport Network Resilience through Access and Equity. So, well, the presentation is divided in 5 parts. And yeah, we have been discussing in this session about climate resilience and the impact that it has in general for resilience, like the fact that climate change is increasing the frequency and intensity of extreme weather events. Um, in this research, we are actually focusing on the impact that this has on transport networks. I am sure many in this room have experienced some sort of issue with the recent heat wave across Europe with, I don't know, maybe trains being canceled and being affected because of this. So this is something that, of course, is happening across the globe. We have many different kinds of disruption due to extreme weather events like uh, flooding or storms causing the whole network to be uh, like unavailable, or heat waves causing rail buckling, wildfires like 2 years ago in Portugal that trapped people in the road network and caused casualties, and well, landslides that can cause major damage to critical infrastructure. So we see this problem like having at least two dimensions that we have to look at. The first one is maybe less important, the economic case. So these are just some features from the UK, some estimations from the Parliament, the Environment Agency of the UK say that, for example, uh, the cost of disrupting a major UK road at peak times is around £100,000 by hour. The annual average physical damage to infrastructure is estimated to cost £2.4 billion and is projected to grow to 3.6 billion by 2050. And the annual economic drag of flood events is estimated in £6.1 billion. So it is important to address this issue, of course, because of the economic side, but more importantly, we think that we also have to look, or yeah, more importantly, we have to look at the impact that this has on society and across different socioeconomic groups. So one of the main focus of this research is to address this problem on the social impact that these extreme weather events have, considering that even in the same city and in the same event, different people may have different opportunities to cope and adapt to the disruptions caused to transport networks. So, well, we want to focus on this problem. We see that, of course, there is a growing interest on AI for being integrated in transport systems. Uh, of course, there is like a boom of AI after 2022, but we are focusing in general applications that have been for a while in the transport sector and that are being used, for example, as in other sessions, like for structural health monitoring or risk assessment or traffic prediction, adaptive traffic signaling, etc. So yeah, as I was saying, there is a growing interest in integrating AI applications for addressing this specific problem of climate resilience in transport networks. Uh, but as I mentioned before, we want to focus on, I mean, our aim is to investigate how these AI applications in transport network can support more equitable access during extreme weather events. And the reason to put here the word equitable is that yeah, we're focusing on the like unequally distributed impact of well, the effect of disruption across different communities. So for doing this, we're using agent-based modeling principles. We are creating the idea is that we are creating the digital model of the mobility system of a city. So we first simulate normal conditions of the city to know that we are reflecting the reality in the model. Then we put in place like some sort of disruption, um, and we see what is the effect of this on the people and the specific journeys. Well, I'm sorry, in this picture, this is like just a video of one part of a city that we have modeled, and the triangles are representing people moving across the network. So in the first one, it is just in normal conditions how they're moving. In the second one, there is a little bit of congestion because we are modeling flooding. So there are some roads that are getting congested. And the idea is then to use this tool to simulate AI-powered interventions, like, for example, the effect of, say, adaptive traffic signaling systems. And we want to see if these kind of AI applications are or may further reinforce these social disparities of people having different opportunities to adapt, or if they can be actually designed and implemented to help those who actually need more help. So as an initial part of this research, we have conducted a case study in a city at the east of Colombia. It is a city of more than 600,000 people. So to create the model of the city, we have taken the information of supply, like the road network, from public available data. And on the demand side, to know how people move across the city, we took the origin destination survey that the city conducted in 2022 with help of the UK Pact. We use this data, and we just focus. I'm sorry. We just focus by now on the trips that we consider, for example, one of the most essential. That is people trying to reach a healthcare facility. So we focus on all the trips across the city of people who, on a normal day, are trying just to reach a hospital or some sort of healthcare facility. This is the map of the network of that city. All the purple dots are kind of randomly distributed. They are just people who are trying to reach a hospital or healthcare facility in a normal day. And this is the destination of those trips. So yeah, of course, these are the same locations of the hospitals in the city. So what we did was initially comparing the travel time across different socioeconomic groups. So the first thing that we saw is that even in normal conditions, people who are who are from a lower income household, they have to spend at least 20 additional minutes more compared to people in higher income households. And then when we put in place a disruption because of flooding, like the rivers like kind of gone out and affecting the network, we see that that travel time to reach a healthcare facility increases by at least 2 additional minutes for people in lower income households, and it remains practically unchanged for people in higher income households. So this, of course, depends on how the people are distributed across the city or the topology of the road network. But the case is just showing that disruptions, like whether the related disruption can deepen social disparities. Like we see that, okay, there is a disparity on the facility, like the accessibility that people have to reach these facilities across the socioeconomic groups. And then when there is a disruption, it becomes even worse, that difference between the different socioeconomic groups. Also considering that, for example, I'm showing here the trips. There are 1,000 trips that are generated from households that are categorized as low income, and there are just around 70 trips in the city that are from higher income households. So yeah, I have a question mark here because the intention is to look at what happens if we try to implement different AI applications. And as I said before, the question remains on being, okay, is this gonna reinforce these disparities, or can we actually kind of put these socio-demographic variables in place to design that tool to reduce these disparities and help those who actually need more help. So yeah, the conclusions of this work is that the transport modeling techniques that we are using can help evaluating AI-powered interventions during disruptions caused by extreme weather events. That particularly agent-based modeling, since it is referred to model every person like an individual agent in the network and attached to their socio economic background or variables, It can be used to evaluate equity by observing the disparities between travel experiences among the different socioeconomic groups. The case study in Colombia demonstrated that even in normal conditions, transport network may provide an unequal opportunities to people, especially when reaching essential services. And disruptions can, cause that these disparities become even bigger. Also, that artificial intelligence applications promise to be also a potential solution to specific problems in transport, as I mentioned before, but their impact on overall resilience is still questionable, or it remains unclear. And one of the findings that we have further is that decision making is crucial, and both crucial and challenging when thinking about AI applications. And that's it. Thank you so much.